Okay. Um, Thanks for being here. Today I'm going to do a book review of my favorite book. It's called The Alchemist. It's by Paulo Coelho. Um, Off top, it's so much my favorite book that I have a tattoo of the bookmark. You can actually see it here. It's kind of upside down, but if you look at it in the mirror, it's like the same. So I feel like this book, in so many ways, every time I've read it, it's really inspired me. It's really like had such a meaningful impact on me, and I keep asking myself why, and I wanted to share that today because you can kind of see I just turned to a page and I've completely marked it up with highlighters and writing and stuff, and I feel like um, even as I say this, what comes to my mind is the first time after I read this book, I ended up doing a public speaking event at my high school in Texas for a uh, for like their soccer team, for their men's soccer team. So I played boys soccer at Coppell High School, and I remember the coach at the time brought me in. He was my old high school coach, and he brought me in to speak to the boys, and I like walked in and I like talked to them. It was like right after college for me, my bachelor's, so I it was just a really cool experience, and that just came to mind as I read this. As I was really looking to, and I still am on the journey of like impacting youth, impacting athletes, impacting students um, in high school and in college. But this book is so profound, and it is profound in so many ways. In regards to my biggest takeaway from this book is to follow your heart and to follow your passion and to follow what is most meaningful to you. Like even I look at the back cover, it says to realize one's destiny is a person's only obligation. And I feel like people read poetry and they read things like this and they say, but life is realistic. Life is life is this like thing that can be solved, and it's not. Like we all have this desire and this heart and this passion and this zeal for life. And I feel like what Paulo talks about in this book and the stories of this shepherd boy, and the shepherd boy leaves his hometown, and I draw a lot of similarities between this boy and myself in regards to like I left Texas and I moved to Colorado. My end state hopefully is to live in the UK and to uh, live out that part of my dream in my life. And I see a lot of similarities between the shepherd boy. He leaves behind the girl of his dreams and he moves to, or he just goes on this journey. He leaves behind his life as a shepherd and he travels to go find this treasure. And along that path, runs into he finds a guide. Um, he finds a guide who goes on this journey with him, and at some points he goes on side quests, and I know that I really relate to, even in a lot of like therapy and coaching that I've received, of like ask myself, man, I feel like I've gone on so many side quests or so many just like uh twists and turns in my life that have led me like off path, and I always wonder and I ask myself like, why does that happen? I feel like it's in our human nature to get distracted. It's in our human nature to lose the plot. And I feel like that's what happens to the shepherd boy within this. I think there's a lot of things within this that are really powerful. Um, but the whole point is he meets the alchemist, and the alchemist is this person who reminds the shepherd boy of the passion that he has, and of like his connection to his soul, his connection to that which is higher than him, that which he cannot understand, that which he does not understand, that which like really moves him in connection with everything that's really out there. And I feel like we're all in a lot of ways living a life that is really constructed by our minds and by our fears. But the whole point of this book, the whole point of how the power within this book is to live from your soul and to live from your heart. And one of the pieces about this, which in a lot of ways in the past has driven a lot of fear out of me, has been uh, there's a quote in here which will always stick with me, which is that if you don't listen to your soul, if you don't listen to your heart, if you don't listen to that that voice in you that's guiding you, it'll get quieter. It'll get quieter and quieter and quieter and more suppressed, and you'll lose touch with it. And I think that's like the biggest fear of mine, is to live a life that's not in tune with like my spirit and my soul and my heart and where that journey is taking me. I feel like for the greatest part, or a lot of my youth I spent being scared, um, being afraid to like take the plunge, being afraid to do the thing, being afraid to take a step out in faith, be afraid to like walk away from everything that I've known. And I think that like for me, it's really about like um coming into agreement with this idea and this fact that like everything that you love is on the other side of the fear that you feel, the other side of like where you're really going. And can you like listen to it, can you listen to your heart? Like don't listen to the whole piece of this is like listening to your soul, listening to your heart, um having courage, having bravery, like having love, being connected to love, trusting your heart. um it's all in here. It's all in here, and it's a powerful journey. And in the end, um, he does end up finding. Oh, here's actually the quote. I just found it. It's on the epilogue page, but basically it says, "Listen to your heart, or it will cease to talk to you." Um, I think everything. I think this. I think your spirit. I think your soul is constantly trying to reach you. It's constantly trying to talk to you. It's constantly trying to find you, and it does that through really unconscious signs and signals. I feel like in a lot of ways I get connected to it through dreams. I feel like I have dreams about like people and places and things, and even current situations and people and things in my life, and it really like shows me things. Not in like a crazy way of like, oh, this dream said this, so blah blah blah. But like, it's all connected, right? We're spiritual beings having a human experience. We're here on a purpose. We're all moving in a certain direction, and we do that through certain modalities, right? I do that through coaching soccer, through the business world, through my friendships, through my relationships. All that matters. It might be a different modality for you. Yeah, even right here on page 136, it says, from then on, the boy understood his heart. He asked it, please never stop speaking to him. I feel like we have to listen to our heart. We have to listen to our soul. We have to listen to that within us, which is talking to us and guiding us and speaking to us. Because if we don't, what are we here for? I think our minds will always pull us towards security. Our minds are constantly going to pull us towards stimulus through, or pull us towards things that are really distractings. And I think that most things in this life are here to distract you. I think they're here to move you off center. And I'm not here to sit here and say this to you to sell you anything or to get you to believe that I am somehow this person that you have to learn from. But I'm telling you this because genuinely, I feel like the best thing that you can do for yourself is to listen to your soul and listen to your heart and listen to like the love that you have about what you care about, and then to move towards that thing. Right? Life is about expansion. It's not about security, it's not about safety. Right? People will sell you the lie that this life is about security and safety, and if you have these things, if you have this house, if you have this job, if you have this like status or relationship, then you will feel okay. That's a lie. What matters most is you are feeling into your soul and saying, I'm moving in that direction. I believe in myself enough to trust the path that I'm on, to have faith that the path that I'm on is taking me somewhere, is leading me into something that's good, into something that's righteous, into something that matters. And it's not all about being perfect. It's not all about like this and this. I think, and the biggest piece, the boy, I believe his name's Fatima, it's really all about like it's about really going for it and really like taking one step in the right direction, taking one step in the right direction and getting on the journey, on the path. That's the whole point. That's the whole message of everything that I'm saying. It's the whole point of my entire life personally is to go on path. Be on path every day. Be on path every day, so much to the point where you become undeniable. Your life, your path, your trajectory, it's undeniable. It's undeniable to others, it's undeniable to yourself, and that it's okay to go off path, right? It's okay to get distracted. But the point is, you have to find yourself back in the lane. You have to get back in the lane. You have to get back in the driver's seat. You have to have faith. You have to have belief. And at the end of the day, I think like this guy, the girl that he leaves behind, some girl from his hometown, and I actually think they get back together in the end, and he finds the treasure. But then what he learns is the treasure, it's not like gold, the gold that satisfies him. I feel like what he learns about this is the treasure was always within himself. And the treasure that that was always in him is his own realization that he is enough. His own realization that he loves his life. The realization that he already has everything that he needs. The realization that all of this striving and all of this movement and all of this momentum and all this shit that he's been running from, it doesn't matter because he has love, he has his heart, he has his soul, he has within him all of the good things that he is seeking outwardly, right? And I think that within him, once he realizes that, he can then express that. And then of course the girl is there. The girl still loves him. Like of course she does. Like all of those things are good, right? But it's only through him going on path, being on journey that allows him to then appreciate what he has, right? It's all tying back to, do you love and appreciate who you are and what you have? And that's the biggest question for you. That's the biggest question in this life that you will have is, do you love the process? Can you be on the journey? Can you be like the shepherd boy and the alchemist? Can you go on your journey? Can you leave behind everything that you know? Leave behind your parents, leave behind your hometown, leave behind your first love, leave behind the job that you feel like you have to have, leave behind the career that you think that you should be in, leave behind your parents' desire for you to go to college, and take it to the extreme. Like go so far down what you believe is right for you that you get confirmation if it is or it isn't, right? Because that's what the shepherd boy had to do. He had to go to fucking Egypt and leave everything behind for then him to then realize that, oh, I still love the girl. Oh, the treasure was always within me. It's not this, what he realizes is it's not this external thing, right? You can have all of the riches, and it's so easy to say, right? I say this as like I say this like, and maybe I'm wrong. Like maybe one day if I become a millionaire and I like have $1 billion, I can say, man, it's not about the external treasure. But I think we all know deep down, like there's this piece of, yes, we want these external things, but these external things find us when we're on the path, pursuing something that's greater, right? You're not going to go your whole life and not have these things that are truly heartfelt desires of yours. It's just get on the lane, get in the lane and don't look back and realize that you weren't seeking anything at all. And your heart is constantly going to be leading you into what you truly want. And it's through trusting that you will find it. So, this is my book synopsis of my favorite book of all time, which is The Alchemist. The biggest lesson here is to listen to your heart, listen to your soul, and to trust yourself and to go on the journey that you're meant to go on. My journey is different than yours, and it'll be different for everybody. But the point is to start the journey. right? I had to leave Texas, my hometown of Coppell, to be where I am today, which is on my path, on my journey, figuring it out. You have to go on your journey and you have to figure out what that looks like for you. I know what it looks like for me. Does it scare me? Sure. Am I intimidated? Sure. But do I have to keep going? Yes. Yes. And that's the whole point of this book, is to listen to your heart and your soul and let it guide you where you need to go. I believe in you. Check out this book.